Welcome everybody to Kitchenorama. Hope you all are enjoying the warm weather that is finally coming our way. Let's make some carrot halwa, clearly because the carrots are in season. Now let me tell you this, carrot ka halwa is one of the most easiest and simplest recipes to make. And if you like my recipes, stay connected at these different platforms. Now, since carrots are in season and I am finding them in abundance everywhere, especially the red carrots, I decided to make this recipe. The easiest version of this recipe is right here, guys. I'm using 3 cups of grated carrots, half a cup of ghee. I'm using 1 cup of brown sugar. Now in this recipe, the ghee is the only fattening agent I'm using. I'm using roughly about half cup of golden raisins, and any nuts, any chopped nuts of your choice are a great addition to this dessert. Now, gajar ka halwa can be a daunting task, but trust me, this is the simplest and the healthiest version you will find. And you need 1 teaspoon of ground cardamom powder. And we are going to be using 1 cup of 2% organic milk. It's not condensed milk, it's not even whole milk, it is 2% milk. Well, if you have this baby, turn this on. Turn your Instant Pot on satay mode. And once your Instant Pot gets warmed up, you can then start adding your ingredients one by one. And if you do not have an Instant Pot, don't worry, you can use a hot or a thick bottom pan, making sure that you're stirring a little bit more constantly and nothing burns. If you have an Instant Pot, your life is so much easier. Once your Instant Pot is warmed up, go ahead and add your ghee. And as you can see, the ghee started to warm up, and you can also see my camera in there. And then once your ghee is warmed up, you're gonna go ahead and add your chopped nuts and your golden raisins. Now, while I was growing up, gajar ka halwa was and is my favorite dessert, to the point that I live in the US, and every time my mom goes to the farmer's market or grocery store in India and she sees carrots, she'll give me a call and she says, "It reminded me of you." Well, after you've sauteed your nuts and your raisins for a little while, you can see that your golden raisins have started ballooning up. This is exactly the point where you will make sure that you're going to add your shredded carrots. Now, I have used a medley of carrots here, and I have used the finer shred size. If you can see, the strands are really fine. But if you're someone who need or like a little bit more texture and a little bit more fuller look to your halwa, you can always use the little bigger holes on your shredder, so you can get bigger sizes of these carrots. Go ahead and mix it all well up together so that your ghee and your nuts coat your shredded carrots. And I have used a medley of orange, red, and white carrots. It's all carrots, it's all healthy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use all of that. And then I'm adding 1 cup of brown sugar. Now I'm adding brown sugar versus white sugar because we all know the benefits of brown sugar. Some people can also lean a little towards using jaggery, which is it's a derivative of sugar cane. It's a stage before the sugar cane is crystallized to form sugar. And after you've cooked your carrots for a little bit, you can see that the carrot juice mixed with sugar, like a sugary syrup, starts oozing out. And right at this point, you're gonna go ahead and add 1 cup of your milk. Now, in the very traditional gajar ka halwa recipe, which are usually made during holidays and weddings and celebrations, it's a lot more thicker version where you use condensed milk. There's something called as Mawa or Khowa that's used by a lot of sweet makers back home in India. I'm not using any of that, guys. I'm trying to keep this as simple and as healthy, yet similarly delicious like a regularly made halwa. And lastly, I'm gonna sprinkle 1 teaspoon of cardamom powder. And the aroma is to die for, guys. I'm telling you, if you like cardamom just like I like it, I can stand for hours and I can bathe my senses in the aroma of cardamom. It's the best. And once you have mixed everything well together, that's it. This is practically the biggest bulk of the work you have to do. You're gonna go ahead and put your Instant Pot lid back on, turn the pressure valve on, and turn off the saute mode. Put it on manual mode for 6 minutes. 6 minutes is all you need to cook your carrots, roughly to about 75 to 80%. It's still going to be a little bit raw, but you also have to understand 6 minutes does not evaporate all the fluid that oozes because of the cooking process. After 6 minutes, let the vent off, and then you're gonna go ahead and open the lid. Be very careful while pulling the lid off, guys. I have burnt myself way too many times. Lesson learned. So I let the steam get away on the other side. And once that's done, as you can see, my carrots are cooked and mushed. But there is still some milk left in there. And this is where I will turn my saute mode back on. And I am going to just keep stirring it till the extra fluid evaporates, and that helps you with finishing up the cooking process of the carrots to 100%. And as you can see that most of your nuts are cooked at this point, I am adding 1 tablespoon of nut mix. Now this is totally optional. This is nothing super scientific or super creative. This is something that most of the Indian households have in our refrigerators. We dry roast some of the favorite nuts and grind them and keep them in a mason jar in the refrigerator. It's a quick addition to any dessert to upscale it to a healthier version. And then give it a good nice stir. And after some time, you will see that your halwa starts coming together. And once you notice that all the extra fluid has evaporated and your halwa has come really close and thick, just like I show here, that's it, guys. It is all done. Have some chopped pistachios on hand. Serve it. Some people like to eat it really hot and nice. Some people like to eat it at room temperature with some ice cream. Some people like to eat it cold, so you can put it in the refrigerator and enjoy with friends and family and have a blast making this. Take care.